Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of Peacemaker, our review. And as you can tell, Alex has looking a little different today.
Once again?
Once again. No, this is Melissa, my girlfriend. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Me and her have been watching Peacemaker. Have you liked Peacemaker so far?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have. I don't know, anything about DC.
yeah.
So, but I have. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, this is why I think her perspective would be really awesome to hear a person who has no knowledge on DC or any of that. Even though me myself, I actually have no knowledge on Peacemaker either. So it's cool to see.
I don't know.
But I know all the references and things that's still in there. So episode 6, what was this one called?
Mern.
After reading. Yeah.
I love the play on words of all the episode names.
Yeah, me too. I love it too. Okay, so this episode was mainly, it was about, so the plot is really in full drive now.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of reveals going on. This one is simultaneously delving into the group dynamic, the potential betrayals that have happened. Adebayo has planted the diary. The diary has been discovered. And is he going to,
And they still have golf.
that group dynamic? Goff, yeah. I was like, who's Goff? Remember, I was like, who's Goff? And it's the
It was
senator
yeah.
that died.
I had
Yep,
to
and
look it up.
Yeah, the bug was still there. And it turned, Peacemaker keeps the bug because of masculinity, something about masculinity.
He needs dangerous animals. That's why.
right,
To
right.
feel like a man.
But it's also like he's a little boy with the rug in the jar with the holes.
Yes, and you have that dual side of Peacemaker, this hard exterior, and he's going to kill somebody at any cost.
So soft.
But then you realize he's a motherfucking softie. He's a big teddy bear. And so that's what this is about. Honestly, this episode is the first time he comes out and says, I don't really want to kill people anymore. And that's why I was doing the Dove of Peace on my guns. All these things to make it better.
Yeah.
And, and what's her name again? Shoot.
Hardcore, Emily?
Hardcore, right.
Amelia.
Yeah.
Amelia.
She reveals her first name to him for the first time, trusts him enough, respects him enough to do that.
It's going to happen, man.
And
it's
she's
gonna
like,
happen. They're going to fall in love with
you
each
think?
other.
I know.
It's going to
That's
happen.
I asked Joe whether these two are going to
Yes.
hook up.
There has to be a love
They're
story.
definitely going to hook up. So she's like, I 85% think you're a piece of shit. But she can see the good in him, and he doesn't want to kill people anymore. But she's like, what's about to happen? We're going to need you. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. Aliens. I
I
I'll
could kill
aliens.
bugs and stuff. Just not
kids
kids.
kids and women and shit. So so we have several different plot lines all coming to a head. It feels like this is sort of the penultimate episode before we get our climax, right? And the next 2 episodes, I believe. Yeah, because there's only 8 episodes. So the next 2 episodes are going to resolve it. And that's where I think we're going to...
The most action. And
the
everything.
most action. So this was kind of a down episode right before that.
Yeah.
But even it not containing much action, I still really, really enjoyed it because it definitely propelled the story forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they keep on skirting the backstory, and it's like
Yeah, you really want to know.
I want to know
what's going on. So
There's
let's
so many
talk about
plots.
talk about that, Joe. What is going on that has been revealed with the butterflies?
The main thing is, like, Murr, we find out
Oh, yeah, we ended on a cliffhanger. We got to talk about the cliffhanger. Go
talk
ahead.
about the cliffhanger. We all suspected that somebody was going to come in and save
Adebayo. I love her name because it's
This is so complicated. Anyways, we thought somebody was going to save her, but no, he's actually one of the good bugs.
yeah.
Come to find out, he wanted to live in peace.
Yes.
But Goff is the one who wanted to take over the world.
Or is he?
Yeah.
That's why it's like,
Right,
there's some mystery. That's
baby?
the explanation, but...
I don't have to call you Melissa or baby. Okay, so, but it's like the explanation for why they trust him. I don't know if that's good enough. Where
He could just
he's
be
like,
a
well,
traitor.
yeah, he's a traitor. Well, he's helped us so much already. It's like, yeah, but he was going to do that anyway. Even if he has his ulterior motive and he reveals, what he's doing.
What
But
better way to have somebody else do your dirty work?
right,
Yeah.
but I guess this episode does reveal that those bugs are truly the bad guys because they in a surprise turn, the leader of the cops, the investigative lady, has Goff go in her body just as she was about to discover Peacemaker and Vigilante, because the police are now closing in on them. And so instead, she gets up and she goes and calls her friends, and now we have like hundreds and hundreds of little UFOs, tiny UFOs, and then the butterflies come out of it, and there's the scene
Shrieking.
And and James Gunn does this a lot, maybe, where he's like has all the music playing, and it's a cool montage where the bugs are taking over the entire police force and some of the prisoners even. So at that point, that tells me that those forces are truly bad, what they said they were, that they want to do a takeover, and they're going to try to do whatever they can in order to prevent from being revealed and finding out. So it leads me to believe that maybe Myrn is telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
But there's still that nagging feeling that maybe
I also
he
thought
has
the
something
captain was already taken over. That's
Right.
what the impression
I thought
I
that too.
got. But then all of a sudden he has another
butterfly
one?
went inside him. I don't think he was a butterfly, Joe.
Okay, that's what I was like,
just
I don't know, because he was acting kind of shady
Yeah.
in the beginning.
That shady guy,
I don't
right?
know.
Yeah, but maybe that's why we're supposed to believe that Myrn, that's the, is a defector because he was in cahoots with the captain.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
why-
placed him there.
Yeah.
So, and he wasn't a butterfly, but now he is.
Yeah, exactly. So that lends credibility to his story that he is the only one, right? He's the sole dissenter against these people. But I like that guy's performance.
Oh.
So as they're exiting, at the end, stay to the very end of the episode.
There's
That's what I
nothing
mean.
wrong.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit with him just being creepy as hell. But Peacemaker and Vigilante were about to be found out, arrested Peacemaker himself. But in combination of who ends up saving them is that weird captain dude that allows them to escape by cold-bloodedly killing these, police officers. And it really pushes Peacemaker over the edge to realize that this is unacceptable. You know, he's not one of those types of do anything to get the job done.
Not
He's
anymore.
Not
a good
peace at all costs. Is no
Not
more.
peace at all costs. There you go. So is he gonna have to change his name? No. Peace prayer. No. Peace. It could still be Peacemaker. But Eagley finally gets a wonderful scene because Eagley hasn't really done much other than bringing him squirrels
Whenever
and
he's
gifts
sad.
like a kitty.
He's best support, though. Moral support, he's there.
Yeah. But in this episode, he actually contributes. He's like clawing out the
Dive bombing
on the police as they're escaping. I think he rips a police officer's
Yeah.
eye out. Vigilante's like, damn, man, Eagley's hardcore.
Yeah.
Get some respect from the psychopath that is Peacemaker. And then two more big reveals in this episode. One is obviously with the police on Peacemaker's arrest trail, his father is released from prison. And Melissa, what does he decide to do? This is definitely gonna be in the last two episodes.
Oh, the dad?
His dad, yeah.
He's going to kill Peacemaker.
Yep.
He's had it.
So he gets out
Wrong
of prison.
son died.
Immediately gets a bald-headed white supremacist lady to suck his dick, and he's like, I'm gonna get my dick sucked, and then I'm gonna kill my son. And then the other guy's like, fuck yeah. So you got all these white supremacists in their stupid fucking hoods, and then he goes and puts. I honestly didn't think I should have seen this coming. I didn't think that we'd see him in that suit.
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's like older, and it's like Terminator, and the old Terminator actor. I was like, I don't think.
Oh,
that
that's
this
where
is-
he's from. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I was
Terminator.
like, where do I
Have
know
you
this
seen
guy
this
from?
boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he actually puts on the suit, and he's gonna sell it because he got a fucking mask, and it's gonna be cool. We're gonna get to see a fucking
Showdown.
What
a
is he
showdown.
called? The devil? Red?
I have no idea.
Something devil, wasn't it?
Dragon?
White dragon.
The white
Isn't
dragon.
it white dragon?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
white
Is it?
dragon.
Okay, I wonder. Do you think that he's gonna? Kick his son's ass. I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
in the
then
television
he's gonna
show,
kill
he's gonna
him.
win.
He's got to.
But then
Well,
at the
he's-
last minute,
He's the one
Peacemaker
that
wins.
makes all the
Exactly.
suits and the tech and the weapons. So.
That's why it's going to be a hard fight for
Yeah.
Peacemaker. He might even have the ability to turn off his helmet. I think
yeah.
that's coming, where they're fighting and then he tries to use it and, he does. I don't know, but I'm excited for this battle, and it's coming. Father-son beatdown, where he's finally able to sort of overcome his past and his upbringing and become the new hero that he's meant to be. And we're all talking about a psychotic murderer that has killed Rick Flag in Suicide Squad, has done some fucked up things.
He said he would eat a bag of dicks
Yep.
for America.
And he probably would at this point. And Vigilante is noticing this kind of change in him. He's saying, man, we used to kill people, and you didn't.
If it was an accident, be like, oh well, we'll move on. But now you just.
So I'm wondering.
changed.
I'm wondering if Vigilante is on board with this new change, or if that's going to create a conflict in the future too. We'll have to see. And then finally, we've discovered where the food for the aliens are coming from, and they say it's a cow in a barn. So that's where they're headed now. But okay, I went a little bit in depth in the episode. I didn't expect to do that. But let me just go back to the review and say I really enjoyed the episode. For being the episode right before, clearly, the climax of the episode, I think that the pacing was good, the comedy was good, though there were a few times where they pushed it too far. You know what I mean? Where we had talked about it before, that James Gunn sometimes crosses the line. Like, there's a scene where Vigilante and Igor, he's like, which one is me and which one's Eagley?
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on. And it's a little too silly in those parts. But most all the jokes, like 80%, 90% are hitting it for me. So I really enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and give this episode 6, a final verdict.
I'm going to give this one a 7. It was still enjoyable watch. It was slower. It was more of a story based on this one. But I did like the mystery was kind of unfolding, what's going on. If there is really a traitor in our midst, and see if what the team, because there's so much that's going to happen in the next episode. There's so many subplots, because there's a killing of the son, there's the diary, and then there's, I don't know if Myrn is actually
truthful.
Exactly.
Don't forget, remember who we're forgetting? We're forgetting Judo Master. Is that person going to
That's right, and
figure
Judo
back
Master,
in?
and then the relationship between Bayou
Adebayo.
and her,
Adebayo.
and her mom.
I only remember her name because I love, adobo. So, Adebayo. We just had pork chop with adobo.
we still got to take into account what Amanda Waller is how she's gonna factor in, because it's gonna be pretty big.
2 episodes to do all that.
Yeah,
so,
that's
okay.
a lot. 7.
Okay, 7 out of 10. What about you, Melissa? What are you thinking?
Oh man, I don't know. I definitely didn't laugh out loud like I did on like the last episode. So maybe like a 6. It was slower paced. Well, I don't know, because it really wasn't. There was just so much that went on. We got to see the aliens.
Yeah, don't forget the huge alien takeover.
Yeah, and then there was that part where when he had the Goff trapped, he did the peace sign.
Oh, that's right. So, okay, I forgot. Thank you for bringing that up. That lends credibility to that Myrn theory, where it's like, well, wait, if they're all fucking bad guys, then why is one guy putting a peace sign? And then we forgot the scene where they're interrogating him. And then they kind of pushed the camera a little too far there, because Vigilante's asking the stupidest questions, and he's either dinging once for yes and 2 for no, and he's wasting time. And it seems like we were going to get something. Now, either Goff is lying and just subterfuge so that his forces can invade, or he's being legit and Myrn is hiding something and Myrn is actually the bad guy. Yeah. And that's when I started thinking, well, maybe Myrn working with the shady guy, he also has a butterfly in him, and he has another faction of butterflies, but I don't know. So yeah, like you said,
but it doesn't make
there's so
sense.
much in
It's
this
like,
episode.
this is her only cow, so we got to go kill it. Why would you cut off your own supply?
Right, okay.
So kind of weird.
Exactly. Maybe to get them to go back to their home planet. I don't fucking know. I don't know where they're coming from, by the way, and why they like to come over here. Did they ever explain that? No, I don't think
It wasn't
so.
explained.
Yeah. Okay. So does that raise your rating that you know a little bit after thinking about it, or are you still about 6 out of 10 on the scale is slightly above average? So 5 being average, 10 being, it's not perfect. It's like, just a damn good episode, a legendary episode.
Now you're making me rethink everything.
No, it's your choice.
No, it's your choice.
Don't let him influence you. He tries to do that to me too.
I do that to them all the
I'm
time.
like, no,
I can't
it's a
do
7 for me. You ain't changing my mind.
Well,
Are you going to go with your first reaction, a 6 out of 10?
I mean, I feel like I have to stand by it because I did like it considerably less than all the
some of the other ones.
episodes.
Yeah.
It was
But we
slower,
did
I
get
get
to
it.
see Peacemaker's softer side. He did a piano solo at the end.
I know.
It was like,
See, but for me, that didn't really work. I'm like, all right, now we're packing it on
and it's like,
here.
it's just the ridiculousness of the hair metal, and I do love that.
That sounds like a 7 to me. That sounds like a 7.
Stay strong.
No, I have to stand by it.
Okay, your first
Because
reaction, 6 out of 10.
The previous episodes, I was just like laughing out loud
Right.
so much, and I just didn't with this one.
Yeah.
So I guess I had that expectation that's,
Yeah.
it's-
Definitely.
But I don't. But that may
And
not.
you would say that some of the other episodes were hitting 8, 9, even
For
10.
sure.
Oh,
for
yes.
you. Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Because that's what I was like, yeah, man, we were on board. And the one episode we do is a little bit of a down episode, but I think a lot of plot comes through. So
Yes.
my rating is about on par. I'm going to go 7 out of 10 as well, Joe. Not that it's a bad one. It's just setting up the
Yes.
climax here in the next episode. We're setting up the conflict between White Dragon and Peacemaker. We're setting up the betrayal, reveal of Adebayo and Peacemaker. We're resolving the butterfly issue and the subplots of is Myrn good or bad. We're going to have to figure it out in the next 2 episodes, guys. Okay, so...
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. For the rest of you, we'll go a little more in depth. I'm gonna kind of pick out some different things here. So yeah, the leader of the aliens is called X-Stack-Ik-Ik. Can't pronounce
Something
it.
like that. It sounds like that.
and the human tongue, we can't pronounce it.
Can't pronounce it. And then we have a scene with Peacemaker in class. And I was like, why are we here? I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
remember this. Who is this guy that he's doing a favor for?
The janitor.
The
From the beginning.
Janitor at the
They
beginning.
smoked together.
That's
They thought they were
right, yeah.
friends.
That's why he was in the hall. He's like, I'm calling in a favor. I know a superhero. And yeah, so Peacemaker and the kids were like, you're a loser, I can tell. And he's like, son of a bitch. And
I like the part though. He's like, "Oh, have you ever met Wonder Woman?" He's like, "Well, not exactly, but we were in the same room. She was totally effing me."
she was probably looking him down like, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass if you do something stupid.
Probably.
I love the references to the other
little name
DC,
drops are kinda funny.
Like they've been at the same party or something. Okay, so yeah, he owed the janitor a favor, and then so the cop ends up one-upping the captain because in the last one she went over his head to go to the judge to get the arrest warrant and all that stuff, and he's like fuck, and he has to try to fix this, and he ends up fixing it by murdering some cops because he'll do anything that it takes in order to come through for his friend Myrn. So we have to understand, what is that relationship? Is he just a
Yeah.
black op guy that you can hire and a piece of shit, or does he believe in Myrn's cause? We'll have to see. Yeah, and then they, like I said, we got the peace sign from Goff. That was pretty interesting. And then the officers. Here's one thing that I was musing on that I didn't quite understand is that, at the end of the episode, it's a surprise reveal that all the cops now inhabited by the butterflies, they reveal to everybody the diary, which was going to be kept under wraps. But now they're putting all the blame on Peacemaker. And I was like, well, why would they say a bunch of aliens are invading and all this other stuff? And
Just to make him
look like
crazy.
a crazy guy, right?
He's like,
He killed
yes, the
33
aliens are in our head. I gotta go kill 33 people. That's a crazy man.
That was dumb to me because I was like, well, in this world, wouldn't they believe all that stuff? Because you've got heroes flying around and aliens flying around. But no, I guess you're right.
No,
That's
because
so
even
stupid.
Peacemaker, I think in the beginning, they're like, holy shit, like a real butterfly?
Right,
And he
right.
sees it. He's like, oh, it's so magical.
Okay, so they're saying in an ironic way. They're like, yeah, he thinks there's aliens invading. Got it. Okay, so you've got that subplot. Now every police station in America is coming after Peacemaker.
Yeah, with the James Gunn, whenever she was walking in with all the butterflies. butterflies. I kind of got like a little flashback of Harley Quinn with all the flowers and stuff.
Oh,
He likes to do that hallway scene.
Oh, yeah, the hallway scene. Yeah. And I got to watch Harley Quinn. So on HBO Max, I'm really enjoying Peacemaker. So it makes me want to go and look at this Harley Quinn show. It's an animated show, maybe, and I hear it's pretty good because Superman was recently in it. Like, the Superman finally makes a cameo, so when that happens, we got to go support Supes on there. And he makes, like, a funny joke where I think it's like, Wonder Woman captures a parademon and like punches in her face or something, and she's like, "What? Where'd you come from? You tell me something." And the parademon's like, and then she looks at Superman, and Superman just got a blank stare on his face. He's like, "What? Oh, because I'm an alien." All of a sudden, he does a funny joke like that. So I gotta watch Harley Quinn to see if it's any good. But so far, really been enjoying Peacemaker, and they give him a little bit more complexity to his character with some piano playing there. What'd you think of that, Melissa? Was that too much, or did you like it?
I guess I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sucker for anything with ballads and music.
Yeah.
But it's...
James Gunn loves his musical sequences.
I know,
you know what I mean?
It's...
Did you think it was too much?
Me, I think it was a little, because just that one line was impactful for me. Like, I'm done killing people. Like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah.
And that was enough for me.
Yeah.
It's dramatic.
It is. I think it might tie into his origin story with maybe he was the kid with not the superpowers, and he was like learning the piano while his father was focusing on his, older son, his prodigy that he wanted to, put all of his hope in, and then something happens and his older son dies, and he blames his younger son. So, anyways, we will have
Dewey Cox.
What?
The story of Dewey Cox. You need to watch that movie.
What?
I haven't
It's the
seen
same. It's the same plot. The wrong son died.
Who's in that?
Dewey
Who's
Cox.
starring in that? The guy that's always
John
with
C.
Will
Reilly?
Smith.
No, John C. Reilly.
Not Will Smith.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They were
I
having
do know
a
what you're
hatchet
talking
fight.
Yeah.
He
Will
slices his
Ferrell,
brother in
rather.
half.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, we'll have to see on the next 2 episodes, how is this going to wrap up? Is it going to be satisfying? There's rumors of a potential season 2. So, are there going to be a lot of hanging plot threads that we're going to be left with? I don't know. We got 2 episodes left, and we will bring you those reviews on the next Angry Joe show. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Oh, and actually, before we leave, I want to say thank you, Melissa, for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
Yes. And I'll be getting her opinion on it. So if you want to know what she thinks of the next 2 episodes, I'll keep y'all informed. And then just seeing, is there anything I missed? Oh, there was kind of potentially a season 2 teaser with Adebayo finally reconnecting with her lover, her partner, and her partner makes some mention, let's go back to Gotham.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I was
Gotham.
thinking, do you think maybe we'll see Gotham in season 2? And could he potentially run across Batman? And which Batman is it going to be? Probably
Well, Peacemaker doesn't like Batman because he doesn't kill.
He doesn't kill. Yeah, we already got that speech from Peacemaker, how Batman's a pussy.
I don't know that connection, so you'll have to tell me.
Which connection?
The
Gotham?
Adebayo and...
Adebayo?
Oh.
Yeah, and the Gotham?
Yeah, no. Her partner, we didn't know it either. So Adebayo has a girlfriend, and that girlfriend was like,
They're
you know, you
married.
don't exactly. Oh, they're married. That's right. You don't know any of these people, anything. Let's just go back.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to
home.
Gotham. So I guess
I
that's
didn't catch
probably
that.
it's probably because that's where Amanda Waller's from. I think in the comics, Amanda Waller's from Gotham, maybe because she's always like staring down Batman, and she's like the only person that can make Batman nervous. So I guess it makes sense that maybe she's from the Gotham area, and her daughter is from the Gotham area. It's going to be interesting to see when they put 2 and 2 together, and the whole team finds out that Adebayo is Amanda Waller's
So many
daughter.
traitors.
We'll see. All right, guys. Now that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.